Hi guys, my name's Nadine. Welcome to my channel. So today I was going to share with you my Stephen King collection. So as you can see, I have a lot of books. Pretty much, you see this section here, and it goes up, is all Stephen King books. And then I have more bookcases that way where I generally keep my Stephen King DVDs. I've been trying to collect them for the last few years. Mainly charity shop pickups. As I've said before, my collection is one of opportunity for the most part. But what I've been finding is that when I'm looking for something to watch, I don't look at my books. So I've been buying these and putting them on the shelf and forgetting about them. And I was just sort of reorganising earlier and spotted them and thought, crap, I've got all these things to watch. So I'm reorganising them. They are moving away from this area. I've split them into two separate piles. So some of these are ones that I have watched recently enough that I don't feel the need to rewatch them at the moment. They can just go into my collection, you know, my larger collection as it stands. And then I've got a larger pile of ones that I haven't watched yet, or I haven't watched for such a long time that it's time to give them another spin. So they're going to go into my watch pile. So yeah, without further ado, let me show you what I've got. So these are pretty much all DVDs. I've got 2 Blu-rays in here, I think. But as I said, it's all charity shop pickups. So as time goes on, I will be upgrading to Blu-ray, or some nicer editions would be cool. So first off then, the pile of DVDs that are going straight up into my collection. So first off we have Misery. I love this, this film, and I love the book as well. If ever anybody asks me for recommendations of where to start with Stephen King, either watching or reading, I always say Misery. I think it's the first Stephen King that I read, and probably one of the earliest Stephen King films that I watched also. Great atmosphere, great story. Kathy Bates did a fantastic job on this. Highly recommend it. Everybody's seen it anyway, but I highly recommend it. Next I have Carrie and the Rage, Carrie 2. Again, fantastic film. I've watched The Rage 2 once, and it was a long time ago, and I seem to remember it was okay, but I don't feel the need to give that another spin. And then I have The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, on this double feature set thing that I found in a charity shop alongside The Exorcist. I really need to upgrade this because I love The Exorcist. It's obviously not Stephen King, but I love The Exorcist, so I want a Blu-ray, a nice Blu-ray of that. And I know there's mixed feelings about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, there's that. Next, The Running Man. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of Arnie? I watched this again recently and it's a lot of fun. Sci-fi, yeah, lots of fun. This film is fantastic. The Shawshank Redemption. If you haven't seen this, it is not a horror, it's a prison drama. But if you haven't seen it, it is brilliant. And even if you're not into that sort of thing, I would highly recommend giving this a go because I think you would be surprised. Next is A Secret Window. Johnny Depp plays this writer who is going through a lot of things, and there are, you know, he's having a bit of a breakdown. It's quite a cool film. Next I have Salem's Lot, the original miniseries from, I think it was 79, was it? Somewhere around there. This is brilliant. I love this one. This is one of the better Stephen King adaptations in my opinion. And then I have A Return to Salem's Lot, which I ordered online. And look at those pictures on there. Unfortunately the film wasn't as good as those pictures in my opinion, but I'm still quite happy to have it in my collection. And then I have the Salem's Lot version with Rob Lowe, which was very much not as good as the original. But still, I'm a completist, believe it or not, so I have to have it. I still haven't seen the most recent Salem's Lot. So if you have seen that, let me know what you think. I'm planning on making a video about remakes soon, so if you do have any recommendations for, you know, remakes that I might want to check out, let me know that also. Next then, Pet Sematary, the original with this creepy kid. Fantastic film, fantastic book, highly recommend both. And then I've got Lawnmower Man alongside this other film which I've never bothered watching, called Train to Hell with Hugh Grant. And it says La Stop Terror. I'm never going to watch that. But yeah, Lawnmower Man I watched. I need to get a better edition than this, I really do. And then this is one of my favourite Stephen King films. I've loved this one since I was a kid. I used to rent it non-stop from the video shop, this one and its sequel. So I've got Sometimes They Come Back. I tend to watch this every couple of years or so. It's got Robert Russler in, who plays like the head baddie in this. What was his name? Richard Lawton, I think it was. But yeah, it was so good. I love this. And if you are a fan of this, I recommend reading the short story that it's based on. It's quite different to this, which I like. But yeah, I love this film. And then finally, for the ones that are going straight into my collection, I've got Rose Red, which is a haunted house sort of mini-series. It's really, really good. I enjoy this one too, but I love haunted house films anyway. So next, the pile of ones that are going into my to watch pile. So a lot of these I've seen them quite a long time ago. Some of them I haven't seen at all. This one caused a little bit of conversation in my house because it's The Mist, and I love The Mist, and when it first came out I had a Blu-ray set of it. Now I don't know if this is just a false memory or not, but I thought that there were two different endings to this film, and that I had that on the Blu-ray because I distinctly remember watching two versions. However, an online search has revealed that it looks like the consensus is there's only the one ending, although different endings were written. But there are other people out there that remember, also like me, another version. So I don't know. What do you think? Is there actually two versions of this, or have I gone completely insane and I dreamt the other one? Maybe I was so traumatised by the ending of this that I changed it in my mind. I don't know. But yeah, I love The Mist, but I really want to rewatch it because it's been a while. I think it was when it first came out that I watched that last. And then I have the remake of Pet Sematary. Now the only time I've seen that is when it came out at the cinema, and I remember being a bit disappointed, but I don't know if that's because I love the original so much. And I think often remakes are disappointing if you love the original. So I want to check that out again now with fresh eyes. Next, 1408. Again, this is one that I've watched but a long time ago, and it's like this haunted hotel room type deal. And I remember really, really enjoying it. But I don't remember too much about it now, so I think it's time to boot that one up again. Next I have a Blu-ray, which is still sealed. I found this in a charity shop, and I've seen bits of this film in passing, but I've never actually watched it, and that is The Green Mile. And I know this is meant to be absolutely amazing. Ignore my dog. It's really sunny out today and he wants to be outside going for walks, but he's been for a massive walk already, so he's just sat whining at me. But yeah, Green Mile, I know it's meant to be fantastic. I just haven't got around to it yet. Next I have a Children of the Corn box set. This is the first 3 films in that series. I don't even know how many films are in that series anymore. I think the last time I looked was a while back and it was like 7 or 8. I think I've seen like 4 of them. But I keep thinking I want to do a Children of the Corn marathon and then I forget about it entirely, so that's going in the watch pile to remind me. Next, another sealed one that I got from a charity shop, and it's one that I watched, I must have been a teenager. So yeah, that needs to be rebooted. I need to have a rewatch of that. Firestarter, the original with Drew Barrymore. I think there was a remake of this as well, wasn't there, recently? I haven't watched that either. So yeah, that one. This one I really, really wanted, and so I was thrilled when I found it. And it's The Nightfire. I'd heard that this was such a good vampire film. So yeah, I was so excited to get it. I put it on that shelf, completely forgot it existed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a watch. Next, Maximum Overdrive. Sorry, excuse me, too much talking, it's very dry throat. I'm sure I must have seen this at some point. No memory of it though. Then I have The Mangler Reborn, again another sealed one that I found. I can't remember if there's 2 or 3 films in this series. I've only ever seen the first, so yeah, I need to get on that. Another Stephen King film that people are horrified when I tell them that I haven't actually seen, because it is supposed to be such a classic, and I stand by me. It's in the collection. I will get around to it eventually, I'm sure. Next was one that I ordered online because I really, really wanted to watch it because I'd only seen a little bit of it, and that was The Stand. So I ordered that, up onto the shelf, forgotten. Yeah. I watched the first episode as well of the new version, and then yeah, I didn't continue with that, although I would like to, so let me know what you think. Opinions on that one seems to be quite divisive, so yeah, we'll see what I think when I get to it. And then I mentioned it earlier, Sometimes They Come Back Again. I used to rent this loads as well from the video shop, and I love it. It's different cast to the first film. There is another film in this series, Sometimes They Come Back for More, which, if memory serves, is on this sort of Arctic outpost type thing, and it's a bit demony if I remember. But yeah, I want to get hold of that as well, but I think that's going to be a case of I have to order that, because I don't think I'm going to find that in a charity shop or a car boot or anything. It's very unlikely. So yeah. Next, it's the original miniseries of that. Was it a miniseries? I think it was a miniseries. Again, I haven't watched it for such a long time, but I remember absolutely loving it. So I really, really want to revisit that. And Tim Curry, I mean, the man can do no wrong. And then I have the new version on, I've got chapter 1 on Blu-ray. I've watched that once, and I want to rewatch that, and it's chapter 2, which I've never seen. And then I've got Dreamcatcher, which again I saw years ago. I don't remember a lot about it, but I remember enjoying it, so that's on the watch pile. And then this is another one that I ordered specifically because I really, really wanted to watch it. As I said, I really enjoy The Shining, and I had been told that this is a much better version to watch. And it was a mini-series with Rebecca De Mornay in, I think, and Steven Weber. Yeah, but I've been told it's a much better version. People seem to enjoy this one more than the Kubrick version, and that it keeps much closer to the story. So I ordered this because I desperately wanted to watch it. I forgot it existed. It will be watched. So that is my Stephen King collection as it stands currently. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there are any things that I really, really need to add to this collection, or where you would start. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye!